Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for July 14th, 2019. In becoming more and more aware of your many layers. When we're talking about many layers, we're talking about when you believe or think or that you're out of the matrix, it has many different layers, levels. And it's designed to trick you into thinking that you're free of it. In reality, you've just gone into another level. And this is a constant orchestration, engineered. And it's what tricks humans and their gods to stay in it. Yeah, it's like you walk down a hall and you got all these doors, and you go into one door, right? And you go to another door, you open that door, you go, oh, okay, I'm going to stay here. And off in that room, there's another door. And so you say, well, I'll try this. You keep going and keep going. There's all these doors and rooms. And there's no end to it. It just seems like it's just continual. When humanity, when these bodies were created, let's put it that way, when these bodies were created, we were deceived, okay, and put into a world that is false, but yet to many of the civilization, it's truth, not false. So, as we go through these many layers, we begin to realize how do you move out of something that you have no comparison to make up? You know, it's tough. How do usually we have comparisons we can make through life. We've experienced this, we know this, we can look at this and say, okay, I don't care for this, but I desire this. Okay? I desire this. But we don't have that with this. What we do have is we have our gods in our heart mind. So we can formulate the picture of the scene of what world we would enjoy and appreciate being in and participating with. So this is how we do it. This is why the imagination of humanity has been so reduced. I mean, really reduced to the level where there's no real, true, massive advancement. A little bit here, a little bit there, but nothing astronomical. So when you understand that, you understand that the imagination in each of us is paramount. It's paramount to be in front and center. It's paramount to be able to exercise it, expand it, use it every single day, right? Mindful from the heart mind, not through your mind. The heart mind literally monitors the mind, okay, in the right balance. So if your heart mind is not in position and conscious understanding that you literally monitor your mind. So the heart mind sends directions to your mind. But unfortunately, with most of humanity, mind makes up its own directions because most of humanity is disconnected from the heart mind and their true God within. So therefore, majority of humanity exists and travels through these layers and never to leave the matrix. Okay? And I can almost guarantee all of you that wipe the slate clean and you eliminate these layers, these many different layers, you can call them levels, you can call them dimensions, it doesn't matter. There is many. Boom, 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 boom. So, but if you wipe the slate clean and you say, I am not supposed to age, okay? I am not supposed to be sick. I am not supposed to be weak. I am not supposed to allow my ego and mind to control me. I am supposed to be abundantly wealthy, prosperous, joyous, happy. I am in pure happiness, pure joy. Not intermittent, but always in these ways. And my surroundings that I created are beautiful, pristine. The water is flowing, clear, beautiful. You can drink right out of it anywhere. You don't have to filter it. And the air is sweet, clean, pristine. This is how we, as a civilization, were in the beginning supposed to exist. But since we were fledgling new bodies, we had no clue about anything. We had not learned in these bodies. The bodies were completely virgin as far as knowledge. You see, external authorities are the ones that literally came in and molded the civilization, how they wanted it to be. That's basically the gist of it, without going into huge volumes in detail. So, the layers can be eliminated, right? It's our curiosity that keeps us picking and fumbling and filing through these different layers and thinking that we're going to find, strike gold or whatever and find the truth. You will not find the truth in a matrix layers. It's endless. You'll never find anything that's truthful. Okay? You have to learn how to drive your car before you can go anywhere of great distance. You have to learn how to drive your vehicle first before you can expand any great distances. And you have to maintain your car, your vehicle, so that it is capable of taking you where you desire to be. If you do not have a vehicle, you are cordoned off, and your ability to expand, move from point A to point B is greatly reduced, takes a lifetime. So our mode is to literally eliminate the layers. The layers are deception. The layers are untruths, falsities, lies. This is part of our, it's an enjoyment in a way because we find out the truth. The only way that you're going to know truthfulness is by you finding out, is by you gaining the knowledge. Say, can you rely on external authorities telling you what the truth is? You cannot. It's proven over and over again throughout time, throughout existence. You are the timekeeper of you. You are the God within the body. Therefore, you are able to navigate to the world and the life that you desire. And not fight it, not stand in your way, not get intertwined and, messed up, like putting a stick and the spokes of a bike, causing the bike to upend itself and crash out. We literally fuss and fool with our thoughts, and we move into them to the point, and from the mind and the ego. And what happens is that we get miscombobulated, misguided, misdirected. That's why the planet in this world, this matrix, is such an upheaval and in such disarray. You know something? When life is not revered as the highest value in the universe, you know something seriously wrong. Not lightly wrong, seriously wrong with this world. So, these layers that have been literally laid one over the other, one over the other, over and over and over. And they're thin and they're fine, and you travel and you go to one. The distance between them is great. But looking from the side, it looks minuscule. But when you get close, it's great. So you travel and you travel and you travel, and you think you're getting somewhere. You're within that cube of the matrix. You can't, you know, it's like running around in a box your whole existence with no exit and no option and no getting out of it. That's what the most of the civilization has been manipulated into believing and carrying out. This is why, for instance, you are not, because of the constraints of this world, that you can't develop a starship where you and your family can go anywhere you choose. Have that technology. Okay? Been kept from you. Or you desire your body to be pristine, healthy, and wonderful, and no pain, and none of the crap that has literally befallen this civilization. Gone. Remember these layers. The layers of the matrix. That's what they are. And they can fool you. They can fool any of us. Because when we let our ego get out of hand and our mind control us, we begin to think that we're, you know, ego-wise. We get way too cocky and out of control, and we think, oh, well, you know, that you're caught. Because I'll tell you something, guys. If humanity had literally escaped the matrix, we would have just an absolute paradise of a planet. Absolute. No question. So as we lay the path of escape, of ascending, of leaving the matrix permanently, and also knowing its construct, knowing how it was done, is important. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. You're going to want to relax. And your first step to that is to move into the now. Always the now. It's not that easy to stay in the now. It's always challenging for us because of how we were created, these bodies were created, and how we were distracted, deceived, and manipulated through thousands and thousands of years. It's literally very imperative to understand how you you move out of the matrix. What do you do? How do you do it? We are and lay that out as time goes so that people have an actual path of departure and escape from the matrix. So, move into the now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Do not allow your past to create your future. Do not allow your past to create your future. It's very easy for us to fall into that trap throughout each life that we inhabit. So the now, only the now, the very moment that you're in, always. And as you're in the now, the body will relax. It will reciprocate. The shoulders will drop. It will begin to calm itself. It will begin to ease. All of the stresses, worries, fears that we carry on a day-to-day basis is either from the past or the future. It's never in the now. It's always the future, it's always the past, or a combination of both that creates that we allow these fears, anxieties, and stresses to come into play. In the now. And those do not affect you. As you're relaxing, you're in the now, you're relaxing, you're going to want to breathe. You want to breathe through the nose, out the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, exhale through the mouth. And what is this? What is this holding at 1001, 1002, 1003? It brings you to focus on the now, on your breathing, which is the now. It's the very thing you're doing right in the now. So you focus on your breathing. Breathing for these bodies is absolutely paramount. Taking in air, oxygen. We only take in 18% because we are shallow breathing, the majority of us on this planet. We do not breathe properly. We do not breathe in anywhere near as much as we should, or exhale. So this is important. In the now, you're breathing. You want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. Now, as you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. What is divine positive energy? It is literally connected to Source, all right? It's connected to Mother, Father, God, Prime Source, Creator, God, our family. The collective consciousness of the universes. It's massive amounts of information, and it messages us 24/7. It's just that we are off kilter. We're off track, okay? Like a derailed train. We're going nowhere. We have lost our connection with our gods. Literally, say. So, this communication that comes in, when you're really in contact with Source and flowing with the universal frequencies, energies of divineness and bliss, prosperity and joy, it's all flowing. It's always flowing. It's always flowing. But you move yourself out of that flow, you're never going to have it. Maybe a couple of drops with a pinky that you raise to touch it. That's it. But you cannot literally advance yourself because you're not connected to that. And as most humanity does not spend much time at all with its God, it rather has been trapped in the physicality of the matrix of this construct of layer after layer after layer of deception. So the message comes in, it says, free yourself. You're the master. You're the commander. You have all the power. Free yourself. Operate from the heart-mind. Be the master and commander of your mind and ego. Guide your ship effortlessly away from rocky cliffs, away from protrusions in the water, so that you won't sink effortlessly. take yourself to the world and the paradise that you've always felt somewhere inside you that you were supposed to be interacting with. Now, when you breathe out all doubt. Breathe it all out. You expel it. Doubt. You know the heaviness that comes in on us. This wondering and guilt, worry and fear and stress, all these things that is just constructed by our mind. And our ego, this is what creates it. Okay? So, when you literally do this, free yourself. Let it go. It does you no good, and we all know it. We all know it doesn't do us any good. It doesn't uplift us, doesn't bring us into higher vibrational frequency. Guess what it does? It creates more of the stuff that you have no intention of entertaining, but are forced to because the mind and the ego is basically commanding and mastering you. And you're allowing it. Instead, love the mind and ego, saturate it, but also in a firm, strong, compassionate, I am the master and commander. I am the heart mind. I will guide you, mind. I will guide you. We fold into the heart mind. We literally move effortlessly. We end up in the throat area of these bodies. We're floating. Total peace. Total tranquility. Not a sound. Not an interruption. And as we do this, we merge with our gods. Consciously. We feel the exuberation. We feel the freeing energy uplifting us into higher vibrational frequencies as this merge takes place. We are in deep eternal love. We are all made, created, deep eternal love. We bring heaven to this earth. It shifts and changes. And don't let what you see fool you. Because it's trying, the matrix is trying to convince you that you are not effective. That you don't have power at all. That you cannot change things. And that is another layer of deception, lies, and trickery. Because you are. Immensely so. You create a paradise. This civilization is cradled in deep eternal love, peace, joy, abundance, prosperity, wonderful health, youth. This is the place, this is the existence that has been wrongfully ripped away from us. You're protected. You're completely encased in a perfect sphere 24/7. And if you let your mind within that sphere create disturbances, low frequencies, you must be conscious about it so it can be vaporized by the sphere. And the sphere is made up of pure, deep, eternal love. Emerald green, flaming, healing light of Archangel Raphael. The violet, blue, purple, flaming light of Archangel Michael. The white fire. Purple, transmuting flame. Violet ray. Golden, white, pink light of deep, 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 eternal love. Prime source, creator, God, mother, father, God, source, our family. This is omnipotently powerful. And you're part of it, and it flows with you, around you, everywhere. See how you can be tricked? You believe that it doesn't? It's amazing. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. We're at the equator of this planet Earth. We're enrobing it in deep, deep, deep eternal love and deep, deep, deep gratitude. It is literally being bathed and encircled and embraced with our love. Completely. It spans out throughout the solar system. And we begin to move up effortlessly above the planet. And as we move up, we immediately call on our brothers and sisters in other parts of us, because we are all of Source, everything. So they come in. They are all the light energy beings who are the deepest eternal love from the deepest eternal love. They're kind, benevolent, in bliss, in tranquility, in generosity. And they come in the Gluga plexus. They fill the universe. They fill it. They are with us. They merge with us. Our light is absolutely spectacular. It advances, grows, intensifies. They are in the deepest of gratitudes as we are in the deepest of gratitudes. We're all love. We're together. Our light expands. We call upon all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels, all of this civilization. They are the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love. They are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. They are generous, kind, tranquil, benevolent. And they come in the trillions. They flock in, arm in arm, hand in hand. You feel the joy, deepness within our heart, minds, deepness within our gods. We're all in the deepest of gratitudes and joy and happiness. We're all in love. We call upon the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Buddha, Sananda Jesus, Saint Germain, Gaia, El Moria, Evidentia, and many, many, many more. They are the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the deepest of gratitudes and benevolence, kindness, and generosity. And they come. And they come in massive, massive numbers. They are literally generating love waves beyond the beyond, in and past the ribbon of creation. Massively. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, all of these civilizations who are the deepest eternal love from the deepest and highest eternal love and the deepest of gratitude, generosity, kindness, peace, and benevolence and tranquility, and they flock in the billions. And they move effortlessly, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join and literally advance our light and our deep eternal love, intensifying it. They are in the deepest of gratitude as we are in the deepest of gratitude. And we are all in love. We are all one. We call upon all of the off-worlders who are of the highest and deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love and the deepest in gratitude, benevolent, generous, kind, and tranquil. Only. They have been assisting us with our evolution, our ascension, our enlightenment, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed and created bondage. They can only be with us because they are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. Benevolent, kind, tranquil. And they come, massive numbers, arm in arm, hand in hand. Our light expands. We're all in love. We're all one. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited, who have literally, throughout existence, who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the deepest of gratitudes, generosity, peace, kindness, benevolence, and tranquility, and they come in massive numbers, billions of them, throughout the ages, massively joining arm in arm, hand in hand. They move into love. We're all one. We're this massive energy of deep, eternal love, light energy, humming, vibrating throughout the universes. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet at this very now. Fairies, the sprites, the elves, gnomes, dwarves, trees, elements, earth, air, water, fire. The mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, and many, many, many more. All of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, all from the highest, deepest gratitudes, benevolence and kindness. And they flock in the trillions. Small, minute, massively large, all sizes, shapes, and forms. Many that we don't and aren't even aware exist here. And they flock in and join us and merge with us. This is a concentration of Source Creator's energy, literally filling this universe, all literally concentrating on the evolution of this planet Earth into a paradise, into bliss and harmony and joy and peace and tranquility, where it glows the most beautiful blue that emanates out through the universe, where this whole solar system will be transformed. This is the power that we are. This is the love that we are. See it through your heart mind. We look up, we see our meditative sphere. The sphere is massive. We created it. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. They never die. They're eternal. It can be seen, heard, and felt. It's that center circle. Seen, heard, and felt throughout the universes, throughout the densities, all the dimensions, everywhere. It transforms everything into a deep, high, eternal love, light energy. All the low frequencies are dismissed. It cannot exist. We look upon this small blue planet, water world. We see the disharmony. We see the disillusionment. We see the manipulation. We see the misdirection. And we flood it we erect a crystalline light tower at the top of the planet. Crystalline light tower connects directly with Source. Source sends continually intense waves of love energy through the center of this planet all the way to the other southern tip of it. And it literally cascades like a reversed fountain coming back up and around. It creates this motion. You can see it. It's like expanding fireworks, except it's deep, eternal love light energy. It sparkles and glitters, and it just advances around the planet. It comes down. You see the beam goes through the planet. It cascades from as it comes out the bottom, and it goes up and around the top. This is a continual waving process. All the life on this planet is transformed. All the hatred, the anger, the fear, the guilt, the stress, all the disrespect for life is eliminated. All of the low energy creations of disturbance and harm are neutralized. They cannot exist. Literally. You must understand that your frequency is what either enhances and expands life or destroys it. It is your frequency, your intent. It must be pure. You must be connected with your God within that body, the kingdom of God within each and every one of our bodies. Let it literally expand out like the fountain that we've created with the crystalline light tower going through the center of the planet, literally cascading up and around continually, saturating all of humanity, all life, all of the low-end frequencies, dispelling all of the layers of the matrix, eliminating the borders, the stops, the voids. See this? It's the change. And to keep your harmony at that high level, no matter what. Stay in the now. You're the masters and commanders. You're the light ships. Literally create that which you are. You are gods. You are the kingdoms of God. You just literally can create the paradise that you so long for. But stay in the harmony. Love yourself. Be selfish of yourself, and I mean selfish in a good way. You're the creators. Embrace your creation. Embrace your kingdom of God. And watch as this planet and the surrounding planets transform into paradise. Join you in the meditation, and I'll return, close us out. Important to carry this understanding and clarity ever expanding, eliminating the matrix, and revealing our paradise. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night. Following morning, be very conscious. We'll be back here on Monday, July 14th, 2019 at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.